Vanakkam! Today we are building the ultimate home robotics lab. Everything you need to go from hobbyist to engineer. Let's lay the foundation first. You only need a 3 by 2 foot desk space. A small corner is perfect for hardware projects. Let's secure the area. Use an anti-static, heat-resistant silicone mat to protect the desk. It holds screws and resists hot solder drips. Next up, lighting. Good lighting is vital for soldering small components. An adjustable LED architect lamp is best. Let's power it all up. Mount a heavy-duty power strip under your table. Keep power cables separate from signal lines. Time to organize our parts. Label everything. Multi-drawer organizers prevent massive headaches. Sort by resistors, sensors, and microchips. Now, the hand tools. Keep a junk box for mechanical parts. Cardboard and old plastic are great for custom brackets. Let's check the core hand tools. Here is your basic hand tool arsenal. These will build almost any hardware prototype. Let's look at the screwdrivers. Precision screwdrivers are essential for small electronic fasteners. Phillips 00 and flatheads are your best friends. Next, the pliers. Needle nose pliers let you reach tight spots. Perfect for holding small components while soldering. Let's check the cutters. Diagonal cutters snip copper wire and component leads. Cut flush to the board for clean connections. Safety is absolute. Wear goggles during cutting and soldering. A stray wire lead can fly straight at you. Now, the breadboards. Avoid soldering first by using a solderless breadboard. It uses internal spring clips to hold wires. Let's connect the jump wires. You need male to male and male to female jumper wires. Color code them to keep track of signals. Next, the digital multimeter. A digital multimeter measures voltage, resistance, and current, essential for finding broken wire lines. Let's look at wire stripping. Select the correct notch on the wire stripper. Pull gently to avoid severing inner metal cores. Now, the soldering iron station. Always keep your hot iron in a secure safety stand. Prevent burns and accidental desk fires. Let's clean the tip. Use brass wool to clean your hot soldering tip. Unlike wet sponges, it doesn't cause thermal shock. Let's tin the tip next. Tin the tip with fresh solder before storing it. This shiny layer stops oxidation and transfers heat. Let's look at wire solder. Rosin core solder contains flux inside the metal strand, but lead-free is safer. Let's solder a real joint. Apply heat to both the pad and the wire. Feed solder until it forms a shiny cone. We need ventilation now. Always use a fume extractor when soldering. It pulls harmful rosin smoke away from your face. Let's grab the helping hands. The helping hands tool holds your boards in place. It lets you solder with both hands free. What if we make a mistake? If you make a mistake, use a desoldering pump. Press the button to vacuum up hot solder instantly. Time for the brains, microcontrollers. The Arduino Uno is the classic hardware brain. It has plenty of digital and analog pins. Let's look at the ESP32. The ESP32 adds wireless power to your projects. Perfect for Internet of Things and remote control. Let's connect it to the laptop. Use a standard USB cable to connect to your PC. It powers the board and transfers your code. Let's set up the IDE. Get the official Arduino IDE for free online. It contains the code editor and compiler tools. Time to write the Blink code. We write the basic Blink sketch to test the connection. It toggles the voltage high and low. Let's compile the code. The compiler checks for syntax errors in your code. If clean, it converts it to machine binary. Now we upload it. Upload writes the code to the non-volatile memory. The TX and RX lights tell you transfer is active. Let's check the board. Success! The pin 13 LED is flashing as planned. Your development environment is now fully active. Let's move to motors. Yellow DC gear motors are cheap and simple. Internal gearboxes reduce speed and increase turning torque. We need a driver board. The L298N H bridge lets you control motor direction. It routes high voltage directly from the battery pack. Next, precision servos. Servo motors rotate to exact angles on command. Perfect for steering linkages and robot arm hinges. Let's check the sensors. This sensor emits ultrasound to measure distance accurately. It acts as the robot car's digital eyes. Let's try the IR sensor. Infrared sensors detect close objects using light reflection. Adjust this potentiometer dial to tune target range. Now, the battery system. Lithium-ion cells provide high power for mobile robots. Always use a protective holder to prevent short circuits. We need voltage step down. A buck converter steps down high battery voltage safely. Set it to 5 volts to power microchips. Let's connect everything. Always share a common ground between all boards. It gives components a shared 0 voltage baseline. Time to build the chassis. Let's assemble a two-wheel drive robot chassis. Acrylic panels are lightweight and easy to mount. Let's attach the motors. Secure the motor gearboxes using the metal brackets. Make sure they are parallel to prevent steering drift. Next, the rubber wheels. Push the wheels onto the double flat motor shafts. Ensure a snug fit so they don't slip. Mounting the controller is next. Mount the Arduino board onto plastic spacer standoffs. This prevents short circuits on the metal parts. Let's mount the sensor eyes. Mount the ultrasonic sensor on the front bumper. It should look straight ahead to see path obstacles. Wiring the motor driver. Connect motor leads to driver output terminal ports. Verify polarity so wheels rotate in sync. Adding the battery pack. Attach the battery holder near the center line. Good weight distribution keeps tracking straight. Let's load the logic code. Write the code, read sensor, turn if close. Upload it and unplug the USB cord interface. Time for the test drive. It works! The car backs away from obstacles. Real-world navigation using simple software instructions. Let's summarize the home lab. Setting up a home robotics lab is completely achievable. Start small, build step by step, and never stop learning. Share your builds and comment below. See you next time.